Today, we will be discussing the market. Hi, this is Lonnie Bush with Lonnie Bush Real Estate here at RE/MAX First. Welcome to my video blog. Today, we will be discussing the market. But before we begin, I would like to draw your attention to two links on my blog. First, if you're looking to buy, click the home search link. Or if you're looking to sell, click the home evaluation link. Now back to our topic. You know, often when I'm out and about, I get asked the question, how's the market? So what we wanted to do is we wanted to bring you some value today. And we're going to list our top 5 questions that we get from buyers and sellers out there. You know, number one is we're often asked, is this a buyer's or a seller's market? And that's the very interesting question. And I've fought with this over the last couple years because I've been in this business for 17 years. And I can tell you that we're in the most unique market that I've seen. The rates are absolutely at an all-time lows for the last several years. On top of that, you've got tons of buyers out there, and there's not a lot of inventory in some cases. You know, you've got the higher end properties that tend to have a little bit more inventory, but your average sales price in all of Hampton Roads, typically under $300,000, there's not a ton of inventory. So it's kind of like a buyer and a seller's market in some of those price points. But we've noticed over the course of the last several years, actually, that if the house is priced right and marketed right, sellers are going to get a great value for their property, and buyers are going to get a good value because they're getting an absolute great interest rate, and they're usually going to buy a house at fair market value. So number 2 would be, what does the current housing inventory look like? And I just kind of talked about that a little bit. You know, it's actually a lot lower than you would think considering the rates are as low as they are, but there's still inventory out there. There's a lot to choose from, but you've got to be smart and you got to be wise because there's different properties out there for different people. You've got your properties that need some work. You know, those are typically for your investor. You got your properties that are turnkey, which is what a lot of buyers are looking for today. And then you've got your average property that might be in average condition. And you've got 3 of those to look from, but at the end of the day, the inventory is becoming more and more scarce in the last several months. And I think it's because the rates are so good. There's a lot of activity out there for buyers. Number 3 would be, how does the current inventory affect the values of the homes in our market? Well, at the end of the day, you know, if there's less homes on the market, then obviously there's more desire for those homes. They're going to end up getting more value. You know, we've seen a little bit of that, not a ton, but when we talk about value, again, it's not just what the sales price is. It could just be, you know, people are maybe getting less closing costs paid. People are maybe not getting as much from the seller as they were in the past, but the value as far as the sales price might be consistent with what it's been over the last several months. So it's not necessarily that the house is worth more, but it's more marketable for the seller when there's less inventory on the market. So what do the interest rates look like? Number 4, you know, the interest rates have been great. You know, they've been hovering around the high 3s, low 4s. So they haven't really been going anywhere. We've been hearing for months and months that the rates were going to go up. The Fed was going to have to raise the rates. We haven't seen that yet. So who knows what that's going to bring. I always tell people the best time to buy is right now because right now we know the market. So I definitely encourage you, if you're looking at buying here in the near future, that you take advantage of the fact that the rates are extremely low still. Number 5 is, what does this information mean for buyers and sellers on a whole? Well, obviously for buyers, it's an amazing time to buy because the rates are under, you know, like I said, hovering under 4.25 points. That's a great value for you right now. And there is inventory out there. For sellers, there's a lot of buyers out there as well. And the buyers are really interested in finding what they want. They know what they want anymore. It used to be a lot different where you had to take buyers, drive them around, show them 50 properties before they would buy one. Well, now buyers are watching things on TV. They're looking on the internet. They're seeing things. They're educating themselves before they get in the car with the agent. So they really know what they want. So when we meet with a seller, we absolutely know what that prospect is looking for. And we're going to coach the seller through that whole situation. So I want to thank you again for watching my video. If you have any real estate questions, please contact me. Thanks again and have a great day.